This is the story about Neil and how he came to love God. On the 8th of July, at 9:48 p.m., an angel appeared before Alicia, Neil's sister, the only family he had left. Angel sightings were rare, but witnessing one guaranteed you a spot in heaven. However, it would also guarantee your death at that very moment. On that day, the angel brought Alicia's soul back to heaven, stripping her of mortality. Neil has always been a mundane man. He has never been religious. He put his faith towards humans, relying on human resources to help him in times of need. And despite never blaming God for his setbacks, he never jumped to following him either. For people like Neil, hell was where you went when you died. Heaven was similar to achieving fame or immense fortune.
Fuck up, you piece of shit!
It was too inconceivable to even consider for Neil. And despite being a pitiful man of greed, Neil was content with his fate after leaving Earth. How much worse could it have been? But to one day be with his dearest sister again, to be with his family again, Neil needed to love God with all his heart. He tried praying every day, but felt no change in his love for God. He simply couldn't find solace in the one who took his sister from him. He eventually consulted friends of his that had that connection, but was ultimately disappointed with their responses. No one can tell you how to find God. You can't love him as a means to an end, one said. Fed up, Neil sought an easier alternative, as Alicia did. He'd have to see an angel firsthand, and thus he went back to the spot where it first began, hoping for the best. In that moment, after being drowned in pity and self-contempt, suddenly, Neil gasped with a universe of ecstasy. After seeing the angel, it revealed to Neil every reason to love God. God was in everything, every atom of his body. And although he still thought of Alicia in that moment, he understood that none of it mattered anymore. So minutes later, when Neil's body left the earth, he was finally and truly worthy of salvation. Yet God sent him to hell anyways. The angel showed Neil the presence of God in everything on earth, but it also made him aware of God's absence in hell. caused more pain than he had ever had in his life. His only response is to love God, a sign of true devotion.